My name, which has been given by birth, is Kaikhushru, son of Isfandiar, and my surname is Afsari. But when, during my staying with Baba, he called me Rao Sahib, and I'm known throughout the Mandalis and Baba's lover and himself as Rao Sahib. The first instance it happened, it was one day in 1921, when I came to know from a friend of mine in Parel that the saint has come to somewhere in the other, is staying there, and with some 2-3 disciples of him. After inquiry, I found that he's called, he's named and he's famed by Meher Baba. On it was the second or third day I went there to see him, but it was some restriction about entering and meeting him. I saw him there, but I could not enter the building. And so I left. Second time I went there, but still I could not meet him. So I became rather indifferent and said, according to tradition, according to the sainthood, there should be no restriction about meeting a saint at any time or anywhere. Anybody may come, anybody may go. And I left, being desperate and indifferent also, that there is something wrong. But it was in my home, I believe it was half dream and half awakened, that I saw Baba came to me. And he's calling me, just like some you fool, you think that once or twice you could not meet me, so you left me and went away without any, without knowing what is that and what is happening. This was going on, I met him, and the most detailed or the longest time I met him when I was in charge of going to Afghanistan to become Minister of Education. And it was in Novelty Cinema that I went to see him and ask him his permission. The order had come and I had to start for Afghanistan. But fortunately, he said, no, you are not allowed to go. Don't go. That was his first order. Don't go. So I cancelled. I stayed in Bombay. And there was going on till 1924, when I had been sick in hospital for 2-3 months. I came out one day, I was meeting some friend of mine. One of them, he said, I'm going to meet Meher Baba, are you coming? I said, most willingly. And 3 of us, we went to Ahmednagar. There I was very fortunate to see him, and he was very kind to me that he told me to stay. Out of our 3 people, he only ordered me to stay with him, and two others, they were sent away. But one of them insisted that I also will stay. All right, but after 2-3 days he left and went. And that was the beginning of my beginning of my life with our beloved Baba. And the first thing, I was then manager of flour mill. So I had to grind flour and to sell, give to Mandali, so that they will make chapati and they eat. And I was ordered to, of course, 1 kilo or 2 kilos per day I had myself to grind, and then other media also, they were the same, 1 kilo, 2 kilos. After 2-3 months I became lamp manager. That means I had to put kerosene oil in the lamps and make it all ready, and during the night to divide among different departments. That means kitchen here and there, and to make everything all right for light. After, I believe, 2-3 months, then I became the guardian for the ladies department. I have to hold down to roam out here and there and see that no outsider or no animal or nothing comes and harm them. This was going on for some time. Then, of course, during that also, we used to have many good time and good fortunate to to talk with Baba and having some different ideas, and give us to lecture and this. And then came the time when Baba was ordered to open some schools. And that school was for boys and hospital. And we have to, that means every one of us, and I was in charge of boys' school in one Bangalore, that means in north of our place. Oh yes. And there 65 students were to me, I have to look after them, to wash their clothes and be to wash their clothes and to look after them, and at 8 o'clock to come them to take them to school, teach them, and by different, myself and different teacher also. The best time of this was during every Sunday, every fortnight, we had to go to some bungalow there, where that school was, and we had only a cup of tea every fortnight. And there, beloved Baba used to give good lecture about the world, about the spirituality, about the people, character, how we have to live in this world and what to do to be aloof and also between this world. Very good. And that was a big volume that I had typed, but fortunately or misfortunately went to hand of somebody else and there is no trace of it now. Then time came when I was I had to be with Baba during night. When he sleeps, I had to keep watch here and there without sleeping. From 9 o'clock up till morning 6 o'clock. And during this time also I have seen, of course, many things. Once I remember that at midnight, there was Agra Koti where Baba used to sleep. There was no door at all. It was a small window and used to enter and exit both from this small window. And so once I was standing, I was not allowed to sit and nothing, only to stand. And once I remember that during midnight I found some torrential voice inside, just like a storm, up and down, and some noise that really I lost my courage, that what is all this happened. And it took nearly half an hour, then all of a sudden the window was open and Baba clapped and called me inside. And I went there and began massaging. I saw he's so red and his hair has become so just like torn, very angry and red and perspiration, full of water. He told me to massage him, and it took some 5-10 minutes. Then we came to each other and said, "Come on, get out now, don't stay here, get out." I went out and I was really thinking what all this has happened. Then in the morning, early when I had to leave and go for my sleep, my duty was over. I asked him, "Baba, what was all these things?" and so and so. He said, "All right, I will tell you." And really he told me that there was some steamer going in the sea and there was in point of being sank. Was thinking that one of his men was there and he all called them and prayed to Baba. And Baba had to go in there and to save that steamer and then come back. And really I saw that sign actually on his shoulder, so much deep that he showed me this is my work. And then during this, of course, many good things happened, incidents. Once I remember Baba's brother's wife who was there wanted to go to Pune. And Baba's uncle, maternal uncle, that means Pendu's father, they had to go and nobody was ready to go. They woke me up and to say, Baba said only Rao Sahib must go. And I took one mare, made it with that word thanga, and started. Then I said to Pendu's father, Masa we call, and that lady, that you be careful, I have to drive this and it is night time, be careful. He said, all right. We went and for nearly 12:30 or 1:45 that we reached the station. There everything was all right. When we came back, I saw that that mare is making some mischief, jumping here and there and kicking. I don't know what has happened. And something was making noise. And that means on land when we were going, some noise was coming, and this mare also was very coming up, kicking here, that side, this side, that side, that I could not guide it properly. More than half an hour I was so worried, dark at 1 a.m., that means midnight, no sound, nobody else. After some time I thought of bringing that bamboo, because I had that bamboo, Baba had ordered me to take that bamboo with myself. I took it. When I went to take it, I saw there is no bamboo. That made me more frightened. And I came down I coaxed horse mare was all right, but after when I ride and want to begin to go, and still I see that it is making me sick. Jumping here and there, going that side, this side, and very some dangerous places also. Then at last I found that bamboo was with me, it is fallen down, has come between the legs of this poor mare. And while running, this touches that. And so that poor mare is jumping and making me sick. I took it up and I made all right, and I reached nearly 2:30 there. These are some incidents that I have seen, that with my own. And then, of course, during the school also, there was very nice, we had hospital. I was the night doctor. That means I had to serve patients with medicine, clean them, make all sorts of hospital work for them. And then Baba thought of creating what we call Mad Ashram near Rauri. Rauri is two stations at that side of Nagar. There I was manager, and 2-3 people also. That late Kaikhushru was there. Jalbai used to come there, and we had nearly 1 dozen of these mad people that we had to feed them, wash them, and make them living very nice, happy life. There once I remember it was early morning that I saw some moaning and some supplicating word from outside, because we were not allowed to go outside the gate. When I approached, I said, Jalbai, please give some bread and tea and something like this, that poor woman to drink. But then he opened, I said, call me, Rao Sahib, come here, come here. When I went there, I saw one poor woman, old woman, who had not back of her head. It was just like a reverse empty vessel, all full of worm were eating like anything. I don't know how didn't believe how this poor woman is alive. And she's pointing to put this tea on my head. It was so painful. And then there really I was very, sometime indifferent to Baba, and said, such people must live, and such a agonizing pain, such a suffering, such a hellishness. And it was not Baba's turn to come. It was not, but that day I don't know what happened at 10 o'clock. He came there, and when I came, he said, he saw that I am little up, not proper in mood, not in proper way. He said, you come here, you fool, what has happened to you again? You have puffed and you are doing like this. I said, no, please, now don't ask me this question, please. I know that you people, you are only come here to give suffering to people. What has happened to you? Long fellow and fool? Then I said, Jalbai, please, tell Babaji that what has happened. And he said, yes, we saw one woman like this, that the back of his head was actually eaten by worms, and so suffering, so paining that we could not bear to look at it. Say, where is it? Call him. Now that woman had gone, and of course we sent somebody to brought her back, called her back, and she came there. And when Babaji saw it, all right, very nice. And that was the really thing I saw. Baba got up and embraced her nicely, and that woman went out after 10 minutes, he died. Yeah. Our beloved Babaji always used to say that, you fools, you ignorant, you do not know that the death of my two masters also is in my hand. If I don't permit them, they won't go. And this myself, I laughed. Why should I lie? I laughed actually, how is it possible that the pupil will become higher than master? And 2-3 times he mentioned this. Once it was just at noon when he wanted to go up on the hill. And I had to take an umbrella and protect him from the sun heat, and take him up. One day I took him there, and when I left him in the boundary of that upper hill, he told me, wait. While usually I used to leave him and go back, but he told me, wait. I said, all right. And he came back after 5 minutes, came back and said, come on again, let us return. We returned, but I saw that he's again, his mood is changed. And we came now from hill up to our people, our Mandali, where we are staying, it is a railway line. Just railway, without crossing, there was a big piece of stone, a rock. He sat on that and took me to keep umbrella and be far away. Don't touch me, be far. And by I saw his changing red and again looking here and there. While standing there, I saw one motor car came and there. And people came out and that boy was there, superintendent and teacher, and all the students came out and saw Babajan has come, Babajan has come. Well, of course, I could not listen, but then Boa ran, came here and said, Babajan has come, what to say and what to do. He said, tell him to go back, don't stay here. And by the way, he told me also go and get darshan of him and let her go. When I went there, the poor woman, of course I should not say poor, but that saint was crying such loudly, Merwa mere ko chhod de, Merwa mere ko janega, Khuda ke wasta, mere ko mat satao. सब कुछ तुमको दे दिया अभी और क्या मांगता है मेरे को मत सताओ मेरे को छोड़ दो मैं बहुत बुद्धि हो गया हूँ. That means please मेहरबान let me go, don't harass me. I have given everything to you now that I am old. Let me vacate this body and go for God's sake. And went away. And but such a shout, such a this voice, believe me, all this what we call land and the trees were shaking. Such a forcible. He went away. He went there and I came back and Babajan go, now Babajan will go. We'll go Babajan. Then he went out and after it took only perhaps 6-7 days, once more they crossed and Babajan came back. The same thing. And on the 3rd or 4th day after that, we got news that Babajan is gone. So what I was doubtful, not doubtful, but only I found it a very difficult problem that pupil is higher than masters, what solved, and he showed me that they can do. He's higher than all, and he is superior. And then then I was, yes, my life with him came to an end. That means staying with him when that mad ashram was closed, and we came to the. And once also we had a round trip to Surat, some to Punjab. Punjab also had very, very, what we call interesting life. Baba used to say for sometimes he used to leave everything, and sometimes I remember once he had gone to Barli and Khatkodam. When we came back, I said, Baba, where we have to go? Now see, Eastern Railway, it is very conservative and we can't find time, please. He used to say, I don't know. When came to junction, Bareilly junction, I said, Papa, see this, what we call it, is railway is there, and they are only engineer taking water. After 2-3 minutes we start. Please tell me where are you going? I don't know. All right. When he came to the station, then he said, we are going to Karachi. I remember, believe me, that Baba and this bathing and all I took all together and threw him into what you call class. I said, now be there, please. That is your best punishment. The last moment you say, where, you said, I do not know, be there. And now we came, train started, we had no ticket for this railway, what to do. Every station I used to come, ran after this ticket master, ticket collector or guard.